But if you need it right now, you don't have any other. So you see that the Gemara, you're mixing up the concept. Let me explain to you.
Okay.
Friday afternoon, Friday evening, we read in Kaniso, Bame Madlikin, Bame En Madlikin. Remember? En Madlikin lo belechesh, lo behosel, lo b'dilat hamidbar, lo b'dilat hamidbar. Right. What do we see at the end of that? Safek hashecha. Safek ena hashecha. En ma'aserin et avadai. Ve'en matbilin et hakelim. What is en matbilin et hakelim means? We are not allowed to dip the vessels. So you see, en matbilin et hakelim.
Okay.
Oh, when? Even in Safek Hashecha, in Ben Hashmashot time. Good. What's the problem? Why we're not allowed to dip the kelim? Very good. Because you're fixing the keli. The keli was impure, the vessel. And you made it by dipping in the mikveh on Shabbat. You made it pure. So you fixed it on Shabbat. Got it, Amir John?
Okay.
Very
you
good.
could use it without dipping it.
Huh?
You could use it without dipping it.
So this, the mikveh we're discussing about of Bet HaMikdash. The vessel's impurity, they are disqualified for Bet HaMikdash.
But the question is,
not the dishes that we have nowadays. Nowadays, we're only dipping the mikveh, the dishes that they have goyish tum'ah, not disqualification tum'ah of Bet HaMikdash.
So these you could.
Right. So the question, Rabbi Yosef says, even in Bet HaMikdash, what was the problem? Why was not allowed to dip in the days of Bet HaMikdash the dishes on Shabbat? So it says Avadia, the Mishnah said, not allowed to do that, and the Mefarshim explained because of fixing, metaken. Why didn't say because of final touch? Final touch is a problem. Why it said because of metaken?
Because they were usable before.
So you see that the concept of final touch does not apply to something that you don't need to do over and over and over and over, and then the last one is going to make it. The prohibition, makeh bepatish, final touch, only applies whenever the action is required many times hitting. Boom, 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 and then the last one hits on Shabbat, you made it through. That making it through the last hit, that's makeh bepatish. However, if I do one thing and I made it usable, it's not considered to be makeh bepatish. You understand? That's why the baking, if you remember, all this Avad Yosef took off to explain to you why you're allowed to put a American soft bread on the plata on Shabbat and make it a hard bread. Why is it not makeh bepatish? Final touch. You made this bread that for you was not edible, was not pleasant to you. You made it right now edible. What about makeh bepatish? Final touch. So says Rav Avadia, says Rav Avadia, that it only applies. Yaakov John, Dvier, zakroči.
I'm thirsty.
Bechol, you always come over here thirsty.
Yeah. Torah, thirsty.
Thirsty for Torah. If so,
Torah nas gri.
כל הכבוד בכל. So we see that the concept of final touch, makeh bepatish, does not apply to something that I do one time. It's something that I have to do over and over and over, and the last time I made it. I'll give you another example. Bechol. Somebody told me, I don't know if it's true, I'm not in that business, that if you're painting the wall, you have to paint few times.
Yeah.
If you paint one time, it's not good job. Is that true? Huh? True?
They put the primer first.
Primer. Levi John. The primer is a mitzvah. Primer goes first. Then you have to do another layer of paint, and then you need to do another layer of paint. Good? It goes in stages. If a person is painting first time on Shabbat, primer. First time. In Shabbat. Did he break Shabbat? Makeh bepatish, final touch? No. Did he violate painting? Tzovea?
Yes.
Good. What if he painted primary? How do you call it?
What is like a white paint?
Primer.
You put a white
Shalom,
paint
John. On Thursday, you put primer on the wall. On Friday, you put the first layer of paint. On Shabbat, the Yehudi puts the second layer of paint, which finishing the wall to be complete. What violations did he do by doing that on Shabbat?
Either painted, either.
Two violations. One is tzovea, painting. Second one, makeh bepatish.
One though.
No, you could do two. Person can violate two averot in one shot.
Sorry, this is
Second, it's
doesn't
a completion.
mean-
Huh?
It doesn't mean that it's D2, only one.
Which one?
Чуєте,
Only tzviah.
Why not?
Because painting is not considered.
Бьет молотком,
final touch,
последний
because
удар.
you did two painting on one
Complete.
finish. It's one category.
Why?
Because it's not finish Kelly. It's not Kelly, it's a kid.
The tzviah is done. The tzviah needs to be over and over. The tzviah coloring, you need to do it over and over.
You're right. You did one avera. I mean, you did avera of painting.
This avera, you did another one also. You final touched it.
So if he does the first
This is
part,
not final touch. It was been
So
touched.
then he
already.
paint.
what did he violate?
Just paint. Tzovea.
No.
You're closing, you're finishing.
It's not
Primer.
final.
Tzovea.
You're
Primer
finishing
is also
the
color. No, he has some color. No, I don't know. No, I'm not in that.
white color.
It's white color. So he has some color. Tzovea.
You finished it.
Primer
So-
has color, of course.
So you're not gonna leave the wall with a primer layer. I don't know how you call it. Yeah, the primer
No.
layer.
Not finished touch.
You're going to continue doing that. So that type of action requires few steps. When you get to that last step and you did that last step on Shabbat, then there's two violations involved: painting and final touch. However, says Rav Ovadia, when I take the soft bread and I put it on the plata, this doesn't require few over and over and over steps. It's one time I put it on the plata. So the laws of cooking does not apply because it's already edible and it's baked, fully baked. It's just not tasty for me. I like it crunchy. So since it's fully baked, there is no baking. After baking, if I put it on the plata, it's already gonna be baked more or toasted more. It doesn't apply because there is no toasting after baking. נכון? אין צליח הבישול או צליח הרפייה, doesn't apply. Rabbi John, but you made it final touch. You made a bread that is not edible to you become edible. What about makeh bepatish? Two answers. One, that it does not apply to foods. Second, that
It's been cooked already.
no, that's why there's no cooking. Second, that the concept makeh bepatish does not apply to this type of action because you don't need to do it over and over and over again. So since it's one-time thing, you put it on the plata, there is not applicable of makeh bepatish.
The soup pockets also, you're not doing it over and over, you're only cutting it once.
Correct. That's how we said, according to the Meiri that we learned, it's not makeh bepatish problem. Rather, it is metaken keli, vessel, fixing a vessel problem.
מרעיד פרונט.
Got it? שהכל רבותיי. Bechor is ready. This wine or this yours?
That's your.
One.
I already said.
Bechor, you with us? Or I'm by myself?
Я удивляюсь вашему терпению.
ברשות מוריי ורבותיי,
Ай,
ברוך אתה אדוני אלוהינו מלך העולם שהכל נהיה בדברו. Oh, Meir is with us, רבותיי.
Должен был сесть.
Meir, try to walk under the balloons. Let's see.
מאיר בלנס. מאיר
Balloons,
בלנס,
under the balloons.
פחדתי לסטויה. И он стоя зашел.
No, Meir, yeah. Rabbi Meir is buried standing. Standing. When Bechor is going to reveal himself as Mashiach, he's going to be ready to walk. Okay, number 17. Let's go next.
Вы уже попросили, что ли? Что вас стоит?
Is it permitted, 17, to purify impure water by hashaka, connecting them to pure water, and why? Now, Bechor, listen to this. Somebody asked me, he says, Rabbi, I have a pool in my house. Pool, basin. He wants to make the basin mikveh. What should I do, Rabbi John?
Nothing.
Huh?
Same as already mixed.
Let the rainwater fill it.
Nah,
The real meat.
So he tells me, Rabbi, last time I took out all the water, everything, dried it with a towel, with bounty, dry, not one drop.
You don't have to.
I closed all the holes.
yeah, up.
Then the rainwater came down.
40 cell, that's it.
40 sal of water came. Now, if let me explain. Don't have to react on every somebody's comment. I heard that. It's coming. It's registered. If the halacha says you have three lugin of not rainwater, mikveh pasul. Lugin, you drink revi'it, 3 ounces, revi'it. Revi'it is a quarter. Revi'it means a quarter. Quarter of one of log. So what is revi'it? 3 ounces. That's the quarter. So what's the log? 12 ounces. That's 1 log. If you have shlosha lugin, which is 36 ounces of water, not rainwater, and then you're going to put over it rainwater, it's not going to become a kosher mikveh ever. You first have to have the 40 se'ah for rainwater, then you can put whatever you want over that. Yeah, Chagai learned with us. That's why he knows. Yes, Habibi.
Yeah, the mikveh.
Talmid chashuv.
Там же есть restriction на этот...
Listen, restrictions. He said, Rabbi, then I open the faucet, I fill up my tub, my entire pool. So I have 40 se'ah water, rainwater. Then I put the other water. It should be mikveh, no?
Yes.
Telling me, well, hold on. We have a rule that if you took out that water from there, you made that water detached from nature. It's called maim shuvim now. You detach it from the nature. You disqualify that mikveh. Rabbi, I didn't take it. Said you didn't take it. But you have a system that's it's a filter. The filter pulled out the water outside of the mikveh. It goes into the filter system and it shoots it back into your pool. So taking it out of the mikveh and bringing it back into the mikveh, what did you do? You made a mikveh pasul now. So I said, Rabbi John, so what should I do? I said, I have a solution for you. Bring a tractor or whatever it is, brings whoever, people to dig, make a hole next to your pool. He said, how do they make it in the mikveh, in the Bet Knesset? In the Bet, people come, they change they clean, the water is very clean. How do they do it? So I said, the way they do it, the 40 se'ah water, there is no filter in it. 40 se'ah is about 360 liters, according to Avadia, according to Chazon is 580 liters, almost double. But it's a lot of water, basically. It's not so big. You make otzar. Otzar is a place that you place the water over there. Rainwater goes over there. This you don't touch. Then you only touch the pool that people dip in. This water you change, you filter, do whatever you want with this water. City water, the tap water. Now problem is, this water also goes through filter. Otherwise it's going to be infection for people, has v'shalom, right?
That's okay.
So what they do, after the filter goes also outside, it's not sitting in the mikveh, that filter, so you also pulled it out. So you also disqualify that. You made it maim shuvim.
But then the other one has
So says halacha, after they took the water into the filter, then it puts it back. When you go to dip, you have a hole between the two. Halacha says 2 fingers are enough. That's it. 2 fingers that you're able to go like this is enough. People machmiri make a tefa. Some people make Bukharin tefa. Gosh gijach ordegi, you know, like this tefa. And there's a big hole if you see between there's a gubka like over there. You saw this gubka over there? That I say gubka in Russian.
Pipe.
In English,
Stopper.
stopper, like a sponge, stopper. So there is a big gubka over there, sponge like this. You open it. The rainwater that was 40 se'ah was not filtered, was no problem. I wasn't taking it out. You open it. This holy water, pure water, touch this water. He made this water 100% kosher mikveh. They like this. Rabbi Moshe Feinstein bribed one of the people in Russia. In Russia, there was people Reshaim, you know, Russia, same letters, Russia. Was over there, Reshaim, and they didn't let the Jewish people have mikveh, communism. One, Moshe Feinstein spoke to somebody. He said, "Listen, we pay you a lot of money. You dig next to the pool of the government. You know, the bassin for everybody, the public pool. You dig next to there, over there, otzar. Rainwater goes inside. Whenever you see Jewish lady comes in, open that for the water to touch. That's it. She goes swimming. It's going to be kosher mikveh." Nobody's gonna know. It's a public pool, you know. Nobody knows.
But then that's also connected to the filter. So it's mikveh.
Kosher.
So you're saying
Kosher 100%.
There's one intermediate. So it's mikveh, pool, filter. So if you open it, the mikveh water is connected now to the, so it mixes with the pool water.
True, but you took that water out. Good. You threw new water in, the 40 seah sitting there.
Then
Whenever you have the 40 seah there, cannot disqualify them ever.
So then you remove the.
Yeah, exactly.
So then you can close it right away once it touches? Or?
Yeah, 1 second. Open it. Come on, close it back. Come on. Until the next filter session.
Ah.
They don't turn on the mikveh every time.
So once the filter session, it's already disqualified again.
Right. You open it again. Come on. John Carlos. They said they did it. Moshe Feinstein did it. He paid. But Moshe Feinstein said there was a certain question over there. He didn't want to rely on it. I don't remember how many years. 15 or 20 years. He didn't touch his wife. You hear this? He has 2 children, Rabbi David Feinstein and Rabbi Reuben Feinstein. The difference between the two, I don't remember, 15 or 20 years apart. Why? He didn't want to be lenient.
20 лет?
Didn't touch his wife for 20 years. Can you do that?
Бедная женщина.
А вот что
There was no kosher mikveh 100%.
А что он делал? Ватала?
He learned Torah.
Ватала?
He learned Torah.
Все равно ватала.
Learn Torah.
Ватала.
Джоном Базан. Где палка ваша, Бехот?
So that they weren't going to the mikveh once.
Понял, Яков?
Не кормишь, что ли? Я не понимаю.
You understand what you're talking about?
Вам непонятно.
Holy people, Bechor. What do you think? People that Shem Merachem people. It's a holy people. He finished us 400 times. You can finish Tehillim 400 times. Can you finish Asher Shabbat? Can you finish 400 times? 400 times. He finished Shulchan Aruch 450 times. The whole Shulchan Aruch. What are you talking about? Their entire mind is in Torah. They're not joking. Torah. That's what we have to be, Rabotai. Your inches, morning, evening, afternoon, should be in the Torah. I don't remember either 15 or 20. Long time. Long, very long time. Why? Because the mikveh was not 100% for in the standards. His wife Tzadeket, she agreed.
Что там речки, мечки, ничего не было, чтобы пойти?
I don't know. They said that there was no way to do it. When he came to America, there was a way. He made a mitzvah, and another child came. He's the Rosh Yeshiva in Manhattan right now. His son. It's a big Rosh Yeshiva.
How old are you?
I don't know. The son is old.
No, the
70, 80. He's old. Maybe even earlier. I don't know.
So that
That's not an island. His yeshiva was in Manhattan. He is in another place. Though.
So when you remove that law.
So now, question to Bechor. All this was the introduction for the following halakha. Shabbat, you go to the mikveh. Arizal says to dip in Shabbat morning in the mikveh. Shabbat morning in the mikveh more important than to dip on Friday afternoon in the mikveh. And it says equals the Shabbat morning dipping in the mikveh as the Kohen Gadol dipping on Yom Kippurim Bet HaMikdash mikveh. It's written. I'm not exaggerating things to you. That's how important it is. And it says Friday night you accept Shabbat Neshama Yetera of the evening. It's called Neshama the Nukva. A Shabbat morning you accept Neshama Yetera of the Duchra, of the male side of your Neshama. Yes, male and female into you. So if a person doesn't go in the mikveh Shabbat morning, that Neshama does not come in. It's important. Very important to go to mikveh Shabbat morning. That's I tell you, finish this mikveh already. Bechor.
начнем копать дома на баке.
Дома копать. Здесь копай, уже копать, закончи его.
Сколько стоит там доплатить?
Сколько стоит? I don't know. But באמת, Bechor, you have friends. Я пчимегет уже тамом еще. You have friends. You have connections. אגר חועט, מקונט. באמת, I'm telling you. Mitzvah. Oh, not only you gonna go to your backyard, everybody gonna go. Big mitzvah to finish this. 10 synagogues Jamaica State, not one mikveh. Как это может быть? Уже строят, все строят. Такие как где?
Наши уже лет 7-8 строят. Дом поломали, раскопали, миквы до сих пор нет. Это царапильно.
Кирпичи кончились.
That's what I'm telling you, Bechor Joe. Speak for a few of your cousins, talk to them, make a mitzvah. This mitzvah going to be after your name. Называйте его Mikveh Alenu Leshabeach.
Rabbi, in this area, Jamaica State, everybody very holy. If they're gonna dip in the mikveh, I don't know what's gonna be going on. That's what's happening to me. I'm not going to mikveh. You see how it was happening?
From the other side.
If so, Shabbat Bechor,
אתה שם
You
את
going-
זה פה, תראה, כל הלווים יושבים ככה,
Как
בדסטרוס.
отираться, как полоскаться, как выходить оттуда.
No problem. What's the problem? No problem.
Нельзя вытираться, он говорит.
Again, you're following your Torah. I'm telling you, our Torah allows it.
Can I just
Чё, в субботу я могу пойти на бич купаться?
No, I said beach. What did I say?
Биква.
Oh, how did you connect the two? I have no idea.
А бассейн дома есть, я могу в шаббат в бассейн ходить?
Chadzit's what? Deep in the mikveh. But it has to bassin. Yes, bassin. Yes. But it's not rainwater over there. You want to do rainwater. You don't want to do secondary. Your bassin is secondary. You got to do it primary, first level.
Сейчас воду всю выкачать, рейн пусть идет, и там будет биква.
But then again, you have the filter. Не пойдет.
Я им сейчас
Unless you're gonna put inside the mikveh the filter, inside the pool, not outside the system.
я им вчера
how
сказал,
the
про
other
морозильник.
pools are then, Rabbi?
Huh?
How do we go to other pools then?
Which pools?
How do we go to pools when it's
Which pool? Swimming pool?
Yeah,
Да, да.
Oh, what's the problem?
Secondary set.
but you just said that. It's a second.
It's not acting as a mikvah.
I'm not sure what you're asking.
No, Rebbe said you can go in a pool. So I'm saying Rebbe said that it's a secondary.
Secondary pool, yeah. It's secondary level. Primary level, it's rainwater, настоящий mikveh.
So with the filter, it's a bidyavat then, right?
No filter is pasul, it's not mikveh.
But each pool has a.
It's maim shuvim.
So what's gonna happen?
It's a secondary level. It's not a kosher mikveh. It's called maim shuvim.
Что это маешь?
Maim shuvim. Huh?
Drawn waters.
Drawn waters.
Так вот мы идем когда на пул, сюда в
Вода,
микве, это
которая
не
его,
считается?
Это не mikveh.
потащили.
It's secondary level. It's called называется maim shuvim. It counts something, but not as supposed to be.
Как лучше дома душ открыть 15 минут.
Boy, I mean, again, your Torah. Always you come up with your Torah. I don't know how you come up with it.
Мне сказали, что под душем 15 минут.
That's after ты сделал пруру, а морковка картошка сделал. Then подушем надо. Here we're talking about the neshama yetera to come to you. It's nothing to do with your dush. Pami did. So that's a bechor. I'm serious. You have a mitzvah. You have the connection. You know, one time I told a person, imagine, bechor, imagine there was 10 people talking outside. Talking outside. Suddenly one child drops, lo alenu, lo alechem, and he swallowed his tongue. There is no air. Lo alenu, lo alechem. The child got hurt. I don't want to say what happened to him, and that's with Daniel Show. There was 10 men over there. One of them was doctor. The other one was jeweler, pharmacy. One of them was a doctor. The mother of the child, lo alenu, sidit, cried, blachit, bachim chilshu, Who is she upset out of the 10 men that was standing next to this child the most?
Да.
Why? The shoe repair guy was over here. The jeweler guy was over here. The other guy was over there. The lawyer was over there. Why are you upset about the doctor?
He had a chance to help him.
You could do it. Everybody else couldn't do it. The same thing Hashem is going to come to a person. You see, there's so much need. There's so much Jews, Baruch Hashem, around Jamaica State. 10 synagogues. You could have just speak to this guy, to that guy, make it happen. But this guy doesn't do it, but this guy doesn't do it. This guy is the shoe repair guy.
Богатые люди, знаете, что говорят? Все проси, деньги не проси.
You understand, Bechor John? That's why if you will tell them, they will listen. Do this, it's a mitzvah. Don't chichi chacha pashol damot. Call it mikveh alenu leshabeach. Why? Put your picture with a stick like this, the water will split.
Там будет магнитофон every 2 minutes.
Я серьезно говорю, Бехор, сейчас митцва есть. Когда поссорил, уже до свидания, ваша митцва ушла.
Потом мужчины падут дипот, алейн.
Чигусалей баче.
А?
Мужчина не обязан, говорит, микву ходить.
According to the Mekubalim, if a person doesn't go to mikveh, neshama yetera does not come inside. Arizal Gavari doesn't come into you, neshama yetera. So says the Arizal. А если я пошел, что вы? Хотите, я фото сниму? If I go, you want me to give you a picture? What does it matter? If I go, you want me to take you a picture? If I go, you're going to build a mikveh? Днем я говорю ходить. Идем на базар.
Rabbi, is it true you can only go Shabbat
Вам
if you go
повезло.
throughout the week or no?
Нам всем должно повезти, не только нам.
Вам повезло, вы рядом там работаете, зашел выше. А мы куда пойдем?
Тоже пошли.
Куда?
Если вам там какой-то покупатель часы 50 тысяч долларов готов купить, пойдешь?
Нет.
Да, Бахови Шамам.
Сам
Сам придет. You're gonna make on the guy $50,000. It's a piece you bought for 20, you're selling for 70. Какой-то фраер нашел.
Нет таких фраеров сегодня.
What
Нету.
is the guideline? How often
Мы
is
сейчас с
this
вами
supposed
сами
to go?
фраера.
What is the guideline? How often we're supposed to go to mikvah?
Все сегодня умные.
So according to Mekubalim, every Friday afternoon and every Shabbat morning. Mandatory. According to Mekubalim.
2 days in a row.
Там,
Да.
наверное, очередь, да?
Friday afternoon and Shabbat morning. Arizal says you don't go, no neshama yetera. Now, Bechor, somebody can say, Farcha Sherabay, neshama yetera mebiyom mebiyom ma. Bo minane shume shumchi. Huh? Agar neshama yetera biyom nebiyom ma. Bo minane shumchi. What's the difference?
Friday that, not so.
Says the Arizal, you in this world, the Balabait, neshama yetera is the guest. Comes to Shabbat, leaves. It's like a guest comes to Shabbat and leaves. He says, imagine Bechor, whenever you go to a relative in Israel. Oh, Bechor Yitzchak of K. Why? They set up the tables, they bring doira, they bring shashlik, they bring everybody. Bechor Yitzchak of K. Tomorrow, whenever this guy's gonna come to Queens, how are you gonna welcome him? Why? He welcomed me. But if you came to his house and he gave you a cup of coffee, a cake, it's gonna be accordingly, nachon? Right. So he says 100%, 100% the same way after 120. He says in Olam Hazeh, you the balabait, your neshama yetera is the guest. Come Shabbat leaves. He said, how did you welcome the guest in Olam Hazeh? That's how the guest is going to welcome you back in Olam Haba. So that's it's not a joke, Rabotai. Friday afternoon to go to mikveh, Shabbat morning to go to mikveh.
Possible.
Huh?
It's possible to go to Shabbat morning. We have no mikveh here.
Когда мы в Бет Габриэле были, кажется, мы заходили.
We have no mikveh here.
As I'm telling you, build one, Rabotai, build one. If the community understands the importance of it, we'll make it happen.
Rabbi, if you don't go to mikvah all week, can you go on Shabbat morning or no?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah. Very important to go.
At mikveh is okay to go on Shabbat?
The poskim say if you do it for the mitzvah purpose, also okay.
Уже микву готово.
И все можно, и купаться, потираться, да? Inside the mikvah.
There's a mitzvah.
Arabi?
No.
Arabi.
Or private pools.
В этом тоже есть.
It's secondary. It's cold also right now.
Rinse, shower.
One dip and then come up. It's also healthy, you know, Bechor? Dip in cold water, it's healthy. It gives a shock to the body. Boom.
Я был там, Аризаль бифу.
No, the goyim call cold plunge. Знаешь такое? Plunge, как на русском это? Ice bath. It's healthy for the body. Makes your dopamine. выходишь оттуда, летаешь. באמת. You're extremely tired, you go in, your entire body goes boost. Healthy for everything in your body. Healthy for everything. Даже для морковки.
Она потом не отморозит?
No. Она будет искать, где согреться.
Take a shower тоже можно.
Shower?
Протираться.
Yes, you can take a shower, but not with hot water.
Cold, everything cold.
No, but they turn off all the showers. In
I chose a cab, but mikveh.
They turn off all the showers. for Shabbat.
Mitzvah. You're not doing it for kaif.
חולה.
It's not chole. Why chole?
אתה הולך אחר כך.
Rabotai, the goyim, Russian goyim, go to ice. They break the ice, go. Goyim. Not because of religion, health. It's not the opposite. When you get your body like that,
Сало, круг с молоком.
it's healthy for your body.
They're not going every time. They're going once a year. For the
No,
icy one, yeah, but
no. They go once a week, twice a
If you're
week.
in a bunny, yes. If you're going to the bunny.
Но есть такие моржи, которые каждый день ходят.
Если в бане.
Okay, поехали, next.
Сибили.
Один может заиграл.
Сибили.
Сейчас закончим это. Вы много говорили сегодня. Хашака.
Ломает, заходит.
Все простудил себя, и у него вечерец только прошел.
So is there allowed on Shabbat?
So that was all this to explain to you that there is no problem to open that gubka который in between. You're allowed to open it on Shabbat, the stopper. Why are you allowed to? So Rav Yosef says, Metaken keli applies only to keli,
Not to the food.
vessel. This is water. Only applies to keli. Therefore, in food, there is no makebe patish. Rabbi brought this to allow you to make the bread toasted. So why? What's the connection? He says, if you're going to say you made the not edible bread become edible. Because you put it on the plata. Ты его сейчас сделал сухарики, чтобы вкусно было. He says, so you fixed it. You made like sukhariki. You took the bread that was very soft, Amerikanski body, not tasty for you. You put it on the plata. You made it toasted.
For you, but for the old people, it's edible. What is it? It's edible.
There's no found.
So he says, what if nobody likes it? Can I still put it on the plata or no?
100%.
Says Rabbi is.
Because it's not.
Listen, cooking, you said there is no because it's already baked. No cooking after cooking, no baking after baking, no toasting after baking. Kol hakavod.
No final touch also.
What about makebe patish, final touch?
No.
No, Rabbi John, Shmona Chondechi, makebe patish doesn't apply to foods. And another one, he says, you don't need to do something over and over again, like the paint. There is no makebe patish. What about fixing? You made something not usable become usable. Metaken keli. Says Ovadia, metaken keli only applies to keli,
Really?
to vessels. And what's the proof? Anna, you allowed to open the gubka in between that rainwater and the pool where people dip on Shabbat. You want to go and open it. Allowed or no? Huh? What about metaken keli? This mikveh was pasul. You opened the gubka, you made it kasher. You opened that stopper, you made it kasher.
That's the design of it.
Huh?
That's part
But you fixed it. It was not usable, you made it usable now.
Complete.
What about metaken? Says Ravadia, metaken, fixing, keli, vessel, it's a problem. So from here, what do we learn? That the toasted bread, it's not a keli, it's not a vessel.
But pool is a vessel, no?
Pool is not a vessel, it's attached to the ground.
You're not fixing.
You're also not fixing the pool, you're fixing the water.
The water.
The water was disqualified, and you qualify the water from mikveh.
You don't need the pool. You don't need
From it. So from there, we're connecting it to the toasted bread. That the bread is not a vessel. So metaken keli does not apply if I'm taking a soft bread and I make it toasted bread. Even though for me right now it became edible. Because it's not a keli.
So both don't apply then.
Nothing applies. Not the baking problem, not the toasting problem, not the makebe patish problem, final touch, and not metaken keli. All of the other restrictions that why nobody had to deal with this. Скажи, можно и все, leave me alone. He says because all of those reasons, other rabbis said this is not allowed because of this. This other rabbi said no. You know why you're not allowed to toast the bread? Because of metaken keli. You know why not allowed to toast the bread? Because makeb patish. Everyone suggested something else why it's not allowed. Comes Rabbi Yosef says they're all wrong. All of the reasons are nullified right now. Everything allowed.
Хорошо, блин.
How about this book?